back to my channel. Yes, today is Wednesday, and we all know what Wednesday is. Spooky animation. But let's start with greetings. Come on. Hello, my name is Daniel. I'll be your host. Yeah.
Guy in the chair.
And we're gonna continue with spooky animation with part 2 of the horror mobile game. So, enjoy. Enjoy!
They went up to the rock where we were hiding and shoved their phones in our faces as soon as they found us. As Justin's face was recognized, information about him floated over his head. Wow, a machine gun for him. They simultaneously took out the machine guns that they were carrying on their shoulders and began shooting at Justin. In an instant, Justin fell down, riddled with bullets. When Justin died, they shoved their phones at me. What? An axe for him? Did you bring the axe? When the man asked the other man standing next to him, he searched through a large backpack that he was carrying and dropped the machine gun under the rock by mistake. I quickly grabbed the fallen machine gun and fired madly at them, and they died on the spot, splashing blood. Justin! I ran over to Justin and tried to raise him to his feet, but he was already dead. I held him and sobbed for a long time before I was determined that I could not die in vain like this here. I must survive first. I have to get out of here alive. I stopped crying and approached the dead bodies of the gamers and opened their backpacks. Inside, I found all sorts of weapons, including sharp knives, pistols, and electric shockers. I took the backpack and machine gun and put them on my shoulders. And when I took their masks off, I was in utter shock. The dead man was a senator who had been elected a few months ago, and it gave me chills that a politician had been indulging in murder as a hobby. When I turned on his cell phone, just as Justin had said, the game VIP Human Zombie Hunting was running. The screen was showing a picture of Justin, and cheerful music was playing along with a message that he had succeeded in a hunt. To think that they had tried to kill me with the weapon that I wanted. Their ideas, like that of a psychopath, made me grind my teeth. When I turned on the map, the gamers' locations were marked with circles with blue arrows on them, with GPS on their smartphones, and the prey's locations were marked with red dots, receiving information from the GPS function embedded in the vests. Seeing that there were only about 25 red dots left on the map, I could guess that half were already dead. How should I escape? I took off the clothes of the dead gamer and put on the white mask to disguise my appearance as a gamer. But I could not hide the red dot of my GPS because the bomb in the vest would explode if I took it off. I was walking through the forest, trying not to make sounds from my footsteps as much as I could, when I heard a scream nearby and hid myself behind a tree. There was a gamer in a white mask pointing his gun at a skinny small man. It's the first time I seen a freak write down pins as a weapon. You bastard, looking like a drawing pin with your skinny body. As the gamer muttered in an annoyed tone, the small man was kneeling and begging for his life. I couldn't just stand there watching, so I approached them. Do you need some pins? When I started talking, the gamer turned his head around and gladly said, You carry pins? Great, let me borrow some. By the way, how am I supposed to kill him with pins? I opened my backpack and pretended to search through it, only to pull out a pistol and shoot at the gamer. The man who was watching screamed louder. Taking off my mask, I said, Shh! Then he stopped screaming and asked, Who are you? I'm Aiden. I'm being chased, just like you. Get your weapons first. He nodded with a surprised look and picked up the weapons of the dead gamer. What's your name?
My name is Pedro.
Do you have any idea about where we are?
Not at all.
Pedro introduced himself as an engineer, said that he might be able to remove the GPS built into the vests, and started fumbling around my vest. Soon after, he cut a small groove behind the back and took out a nail-sized GPS device with his fingers. Wow, how did you know it was there?
I was lucky enough to find it. Can you also remove the GPS from my vest?
I took out his GPS by listening to his instructions, so our red dots could be removed from the map forever.
Good.
I also put the gamer's clothes on top of Pedro's vest and put the mask on his face. When we were each equipped with the gamer's phones, our locations were marked with a blue arrow. Perfectly disguised as gamers, we were wandering through the woods when we saw a cabin far away. Let's check that out. We carefully went into the cabin, holding our guns. 5 masked gamers were resting inside, and I whispered to Pedro, who seemed surprised and startled. We need to get information about this place from them. They won't know who we are because we're disguised as gamers. Pedro nodded quietly, and we approached them in a composed manner. A couple in the group glanced at us and started up a conversation.
Hello, how many people have you killed so far?
I was bewildered, but I replied in a nonchalant tone, 3.
It's amazing that you already scored 3. We've each killed 1 and are taking a rest. It's not so easy to hunt because they are resisting so much.
But honey, it was fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When would we be able to kill people with our minds at such ease?
It was so funny how he struggled to live a while ago.
That moment, Pedro, who seemed to have mustered the courage thanks to the mask, asked,
Why did you two participate in this game?
The man replied,
We've done everything we could do with money, but we couldn't go around killing people, right? Because we would end up in jail. In this game, I can kill as much as I want if I have money, and they take care of everything else. So I really wanted to experience it. Nothing is more interesting than an experience that others haven't gone through, right?
His wife, who had been listening to him, added,
I really like the moment when people come to me and beg for life. It makes me feel as if I am the god. Should I say that I feel almost omniscient to end a person's life with my own hands? The law of the jungle is more thrilling when it takes place in the wild than in society.
That was when one of the 3 sturdily built men drinking beer, one with a tattoo on his arm, said, The people who enjoy this is scarier, right? We're just here for the money. We're on the stronger side rather than the smart side, so we had a better chance of winning than gambling. Now let's stop resting and move on with our hunts. We gotta make money. Everyone started getting up and moving on the man's words. Then the couple came up to us and suggested,
Do you want to move as a team? I'm afraid that my wife will have a hard time as a woman if we encounter several preys at once. I don't think you look that strong either, so why don't we help each other and enjoy the game?
The man talked as he scanned the skinny appearance of Pedro, and I accepted their offer at the thought that I would be able to figure out the way out of there if I followed them. A team of 4 formed just like that, and we were walking side to side through the forest when his wife looked into her cell phone and shouted,
We have one zombie hiding nearby. I guess it's behind that tree.
As the couple slowly approached the tree, the man who was hiding suddenly popped out and struck the woman in the head with a large stone, and she collapsed, bleeding from her forehead. The woman's husband held his wife and shouted to us,
Hurry! Kill him!
I was confused and dumbfounded because Pedro shot him with the machine gun, and the man fell on the spot with a gunshot to his leg. Then the woman got to her feet and walked toward him as she wiped off the blood trickling down her forehead.
Everyone, wait. Don't kill him with a gun. It's an axe.
She said as she looked down at the fallen man, holding an axe in her hand.
You should have begged me for your life. I am your god.
She struck him with her axe at full power, and I trembled with fear at the sight.
Hey guys, I hope y'all enjoyed part 2. I don't know how many there are gonna be, but hey, let's enjoy them while it lasts. But hey, don't forget, if you like it, don't forget to give me the like, comment down below, and then subscribe. And hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video and share. Let's talk about it some. I rather enjoyed that the woman of all the poop was the crazy ones. It's like, what the? But it's what it is what it is. But it's good to see that they're starting to fight back and not and found the location, the tracker in their vest. And they got out and they crushed it and they put on the clothes of the dead guys. Which is kind of smart if you think about it. But still, see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you in part 3 next week. Bye.